Welcome back everybody to AMD Tuition. In this video, we're going to be going over the 3 worst answered questions in the 2022 GCSE Biology Paper 1. And remember that GCSE papers and questions can be very similar from previous years, so it's important that you watch this video until the end, as there's a good chance that something similar could come up in your exam. And also towards the end of this video, we will go through the most difficult question on this paper that only 1% of students got the marks for. This is the first of a series of these videos, and we also post other study related content onto this channel, so make sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any of this. The first question that we're going to be going over is question 3.2, and just over 10% of students achieved the marks for this question. At the start of question 3, it states that a student prepared some onion cells, the student viewed the onion cells using a light microscope, and then it goes on to outline the method. It then goes on to ask you to give a reason for each of the following steps in this method. The first step is that a thin layer of onion epidermis is used. And before I go on to give you the answer for this question, if you would like to have a go at it, please pause it here and see if you're in the top 10% of students who got this question correct. And the answer to this question is that it is a thin layer to help see the individual cells, or you could have also said to allow light to penetrate through. Why is iodine solution added to the onion epidermis? And this is so that it can act as a stain to see different parts of the cell. This way you can differentiate between the different subcellular structures, such as the nucleus and cytoplasm and all the other structures that you learn about in topic 1. And if you wanted to revise that topic, we have a video on our channel already, which is linked in the top corner of this screen right now. And the final part of this question, why is the cover slip lowered onto the onion epidermis at an angle? And this is to prevent or reduce air bubbles. Now, moving on to the second of our 3 questions, and this is question 6.4, which almost 85% of students scored 0 marks for. Organisms D and E both keep a constant body temperature, warm-blooded. Explain why the metabolic rate of organism D is greater than the metabolic rate of organism E. And you can use tables 6 and 7 for further information. Now, this is a 4-mark question, so we're going to need 4 points to get all of the marks for this question. The first mark is for saying that D has a larger surface area to volume ratio, and therefore will lose heat more quickly. The second mark is for saying that D requires greater rate of respiration. The third mark is for explaining that this is because respiration is a large part of a metabolism. And the fourth mark is stating that this creates a need to generate more heat to keep itself warm. And I would make sure to save this video or make a note of this question specifically, because this could easily come up in a rephrased version. Okay, so now we're moving on to the question that we teased about in the beginning of this video. And this is the one that only 1% of students got 4 marks for. This is question 4.4. And it reads as the following. The larvae of the hornet moth form when fertilized eggs divide by mitosis. Describe how mitosis produces 2 genetically identical cells for 4 marks. Now, this may surprise you why only 1% of students got 4 marks for this question, because it certainly did surprise me, because it's a process that students explicitly studied the exact process of. Now, if you want to see if you're in the top 1% of students who got 4 marks for this question, pause the video now and have a go. The first mark is for saying that genetic material, or DNA or chromosomes, is doubled. The second mark is for saying that the replicated chromosomes are pulled apart. The third is for saying that the cytoplasm divides into 2, or you could have also said that the cell membrane divides to form 2 cells. And the final mark is for saying that the set of chromosomes in each new cell are identical to each other. Now, the examiner's report says about this question that it highlights several misconceptions or surface levels of understanding of this topic. So my recommendations would be for this topic is, it's all good studying your revision guide and your class notes, but also look through the mark schemes and also study and memorize the exact processes that are stated in there, because these are what examiners are going to be awarding marks for. Let me know in the comment section which of these questions you found the most difficult personally. And as always, if you're interested in being tutored by myself and my team, then there is a link in the video description to book a free one-to-one trial lesson with us. If you'd like to see more of these videos, then make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next video.